You see, we live in a world where some people's reality is some people's dream. But when we dream, that dream we so dearly idolize, want to be, want to become, sometimes mentally, physically, we weren't ready, we're not prepared for it. This world that we live in, there's a harsh reality, there's a truth, there are the deceptive lies, and there is the one who can look at things with great understanding and belief of what they see and of what they understand. There are others who seek to destroy the next man for no particular reason more than satisfying their own ego. Many great men have fallen because of their ego. And definitely, it's something that we see in modern time. This that you're seeing on your screen, it's nothing new. It's nothing surprising. I'm sure you'd have seen something like this before. You have heard of this. Many of you haven't experienced it. A lot of you guys haven't experienced it. But you'd have heard of it. Maybe you have had discussions surrounding it, but you haven't experienced it. When you are in another man's country and you're treated like the lowest scum of the earth, you're treated like you don't belong, you're treated like you're not human, sometimes all you want to do is go home, lock in your room, and cry in a dark, dark corner. This is the reality of many, and I mean many of our athletes in modern day. Welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Now, this is very much a sensitive topic. A really, really sensitive topic, but it's something that must be discussed. And it's not the first I've seen it. I've seen other athletes have done it. Now, whenever I get the opportunity to see it, whenever I get the opportunity to see it, I will definitely highlight it and discuss it. Those two messages that I just put on the screen were sent directly to Damion Lowe in his inbox. And I can imagine over the years of him being a player, the amount that he would have gotten. You see, sometimes we see footballers, not just footballers alone, but athletes would have gone abroad and opted to stay there and come back at home. And many would say that they failed. That's the first thing that would have come to the fans' mind, that they failed. Because we only believe in success. We only see success. So whenever we see something that looks slightly different from success, it automatically falls in the rank of failure. And that's how we perceive our own athletes. In the event, Damion Lowe would have received multiple of these messages, and Damion Lowe said, no, that's it, I've had enough. And return to Jamaica. Just hypothetically speaking, return to Jamaica. Because it feels as if, the peace of mind, need to have that bit of peace of mind, because he has been through too many of this stuff. Many of the Jamaican supporters, football supporters, were saying that he flopped. He downgraded, he never good enough, all these type of things, without even knowing the truth. Some of our athletes would have experienced so much to be where they are. And they have turned blind eye to many things. Many, many things. In and around people that is contrary to their belief system. It's a difficult environment for many of these athletes. But they are harshly treated by the fans. Especially, let me get back in context to the Jamaican fans. We treat our athletes with such distaste. Now, I would understand when that athlete decided that, you know what, he wants to turn away from the fans. Then no, you'd understand the fans going at the athlete, but verbally, but not abusive. You'd understand that. When there are so much athletes who have good relationship with fans, good relationship with clubs, had good, very much decent careers. But they still get the beating sick because the fans' perception, many of the fans' perception are that they should be here, they should be doing this. As if they're the one living the lifestyle. No, I 100% believe that you will see a lot of Lee and Bailey fans coming in the comment section and go to MG. Or he never show the same remorse for Lee and Bailey. I 100% sure I'm going to see that. And that's the reason that from the moment I do this video, I know that I go pop up. But one player turning his back on his country is totally different from a player being racially abused. It's totally different. It's two different scenarios. There's no room for racism. None whatsoever. I've never been racially abused before. And I give thanks for that because I'm Jamaican. Most of my life I spent in Jamaica. I do understand that in Jamaica there is classism. And people are go contextually say, boy, classism is not far from racism. Classism is similar to it. No. I've never been in my country been looked at and called an Ingro. That can't say the word because, you know, YouTube kind of pick up them something in the algorithm. So I can't testify to that. I won't say it does not happen, but I cannot testify to that. I cannot even fathom or even remember hearing someone saying that, seeing that happen with any one of our local athletes within Jamaica. I cannot say that I've seen that happen before. And as I said, I'm not saying that it does not happen. So as I say again, there's no room for racism. And for this, I stand by Damion Lowe 100%. And people, when you're in foreign land, it's difficult because they control everything. They control the narrative. They control the space. I'm not even sure if the club came out publicly and said anything about it. And it would be a disgrace if the club does not come out and say anything about it. But as I said, when you're in a foreign land, they are the controllers of your fate. Anyways, people, go on all the faith, Damion Lowe. Go on all the faith. Big up yourself every time, you know? Massive, massive respect. Don't know, say, when you put on the Jamaican colours, them something that we know, you know, people are going to have them one critique. But we don't cross them boundaries there. Well, we respect them boundaries there. And I wish it was the same. I wish it was the same worldwide or globally, anywhere you go. I wish it was the same, but unfortunately, it's not. It's the world we live in. We do have these nincompook. I call it nincompoops globally. We do have persons like that. No matter what you say, they exist. Hard to get rid of. But it's a very, 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 very unfortunate situation. But, anyways, people, big up on yourself. I'm not saying I'm up on this topic here. MG Sports TV, out. God bless.